Alright, what's going on everyone? Today we'll be ranking the Red Dead Revolver multiplayer characters. So like as you've seen like with this game, like I think there's almost 50 people you could play as. And they each have their own special abilities. Some of them have similar abilities and similar weapons, but yeah, so total there's almost 50 people you could play as, which is insane. Major and minor characters. And we're just going to be going through, seeing like their move list, seeing what weapons they have, and seeing which one is the best character. Or best characters, I should say. Alright, so first we have Pig Josh. So his weapons are the Pacificador, I think, and then Dynamite. His special ability is that he explodes himself, and it's about 50% of the health bar at close range. So it's kind of okay, but it's not really good like for like far away. And he's very slow as well. So I guess maybe C. It's like okay. It's not the best, but it's not like amazing either. And then next we have Halston Howe. So he's one of the people who like comes to like Annie's ranch. He's like riding the buffalo, and he has a six shooter Escopeta. His special ability is to hog tie opponents, which is, I didn't even know. Some of these people I never even knew had like their abilities until I was making this list. And it doesn't really do damage. It more depends on what weapon you use while they're tied up. So they're going to be tied up for probably like maybe 15 or 20 seconds. And I guess it just depends on whatever you use. So I guess if you use the Escopeta, it would be really good. Six shooter probably wouldn't be as good. But I would say his ability is slightly better than Pig Josh's. So we'll put it maybe at like a B. And this might change like as I add more people or whatever. Professor Perry. So his weapons are the Inquisitor and Snake Oil. So Snake Oil kind of like paralyzes them and like holds them, like not really, it kind of makes them more like slow. Doesn't really paralyze them, just makes them slow. And his special ability is to spit out, like he spits out of his mouth the snake oil. It does about 25% of the health bar, but you need to be close to the person. And I did it a few times. I wasn't really successful really, like unless I was like right up in someone's face. But other than that, I really wasn't too successful with it, and I don't really think it's that great of an ability, so I'm thinking I'm going to put him like at D maybe. Okay, and then Slade. So he has the Inquisitor revolver and a knife. His special ability is to throw knives Deadeye style. If you're at close enough range, you'll completely kill the person. If you're a bit far away, it's still 25%. But I think his ability is pretty good. A lot of them have that similar ability. Let me see, where is he here? There's so many people. He is... There he is. So I would probably put him at like an A. Especially if you're at close range, like you'll instantly take out the person. So, okay, then next we got Hedgehog. All he has is a six shooter. And his special ability is Snake Oil Bullets. It does about 20% of the health bar. I would say that's like okay, like, but it sucks he only has one weapon. Which I don't know why some of them only have one weapon, but yeah, I think I'd probably put him in like a C. Maybe like after Pig Josh. Then the next one is Sissy. So he's like the big guy who like throws the rocks. All he has is a six shooter, and then his special ability is to throw a boulder, which does about 20% of the health, 20% of your health when it hits. But it kind of leaves you vulnerable because you're standing out there, and people can like shoot you or whatever as you're holding that boulder. So it's, yeah, I would say maybe he's like above Hedgehog. So yeah, he'd probably still be like around there. I'd say Pig Josh is slightly better, because at least Pig Josh has different weapons. Okay, then we got Whiskey. He has a six shooter and a knife. He's a member of Ugly Chris's gang. His is an explosive whiskey bottle, which does about 20% of the health bar when it hits. So that one's a pretty decent ability, and at least he has multiple weapons. So I'll probably put him maybe like B, like lower B. And then Smiley. I should probably say where these characters are in the story to remind you of who they are. So Smiley, he was the one that was on the train. It's right after you leave Brimstone. Or no, after you leave Widow's Patch and you're on your way to Brimstone. And he has an Inquisitor and a knife. And similarly to Slade, he throws knives Deadeye style. Same thing, 100% at close range, about 25% at a distance. So I would probably put him in the same tier as Slade. Where is he at? Smiley. Right here. Yeah. Alright. Then we have Ugly Chris, who you face in Widow's Patch. So he has a six shooter and a sawn-off shotgun. And his special ability is Fire Bullet, so like it'll burn if it hits you. And if you're close enough, it does 50% of the health bar. If you're further away, it does about 25% with and it has like a lingering damage. Like when you're burned, like you're going to be burning for like probably like 5 to 10 seconds, which takes some health. And I think his abilities are pretty good, so I would probably put him in like an A. And then Gigolo, he's a member of Ugly Chris's gang. All he has is a 6-shooter, and he has fire bullets from a 6-shooter, which shows about 50 to 75% of the health if you are hitting that person. I guess I could put him in like lower A, even though he only has one weapon, but that's him here. I don't know why it cropped like certain parts. Like you just see like a torso. Like, okay, I guess that's him. Okay, and then we have Gabriel Navarro. So he was like one of the people in the Battle Royale in I was going to say Armadillo, in Brimstone. And all he has is a Pacific Adore, and his ability is just normal Deadeye, which is like 20% of the health bar. So I would probably just put him... I guess it's increased accuracy and does a little bit more damage, but I don't know. I guess I would just put him here. Maybe like C or D. He might go down. Okay, then we got Dig Fowler, who has a 6-shooter in Escopeta. He's got explosive Escopeta shells, which are really good. It's actually 100% at close range and about 50 to 25% at a distance, depending on how far away they are. And he's like, I think he's, no, he's mainly, I think, Mr. Black's henchman. Yeah, he's in Tarnation as Mr. Black's henchman. So I would put him actually up here. He's actually pretty good. And then, okay, Sam, so this is like one of the brothers that you fight in the bar in Brimstone. All he has is a Pacific Adore, and he actually has 2 abilities. So he has like a charge move, so I don't know if any of you remember, like, but during the boss fight where he'll run at you, and you have to like get him to hit those tables or the stage. So you can do that move by pressing R1 if you're playing on PlayStation. I'm not sure what the Xbox version would be. And then he also has the barrel throw, which isn't that good of an ability, honestly. But both that, like, if you hit him, like when you're doing that charging, and the barrel do about 25% of the health bar. So I guess I would put him, I would say maybe a B. I'd say he's above these guys. Where is he at? There he is. Yeah, I'd probably say like a B for him. And then Dan, his brother, all he has is a Widowmaker, and the same thing, he just has a barrel throw, which is 25% or 20% of the health bars. So I would probably put him lower than Sam. Or maybe, yeah, I'll put him like there. Okay, and then we have an odd character in the game. We have Manny Quinn. All he has is a Widowmaker, and his special ability is burning. So his whole body lights himself on fire, and you can get up to close people and burn them. If you trap people in a corner, if you get close enough to him, you can take him out. So yeah, I would say he's one of the better characters in the multiplayer. Let me see, where is he? There he is. So I think he's our first S tier person. Yeah, so I would say he's like one of the best in the multiplayer. And I think you have to beat the game on hard in order to get him. And then next we have Grizzly. And he has a Pacific Adore and a knife. And his special ability is Snake Oil Claw Swipes. So it's about 50 to 75% of the health bar at close range. So you gotta get right up close to people in order to hit them. It's okay, but it's also not really that damaging, I would say. I probably would just put him in C, maybe. Like, I'd probably put him maybe above, yeah, I think that's alright. I think that's about a good range right there. Okay, and then we have Cooper, the Barrel Man. I forgot when you fight him in the game. Oh, I think it's on the train as well. And then, so all he has is a Widowmaker, barrel throw again, which is about 20% of the health bar, so I'd probably put him here. Same. Okay, Colonel Darren, all he has is the Inquisitor, and he has explosive 12 gauge shells, which are 100% of the health bar at close range, about 50 to 25% at a distance. So I would probably put Colonel Darren, I'd probably put him in A. Alright, then we have Udu Kang. He was in Widow's Patch. No, he was in Twin Rocks, I think, the first time you face him. And he has a 6-shooter and a sawn-off shotgun. He has a freezing whiskey bottle, which it doesn't really do damage, but this one like paralyzes them for like 10 to 15 seconds. So I guess it depends what weapon you use. If you use the sawn-off, it'd probably be better. I guess we'll put him in B, maybe. Okay, then next we got Buffalo Soldiers. He has the Widowmaker and the bayonet rifle. And you could also like do like a stabbing motion with the bayonet. He has explosive bayonet bullets, which are 100% at close range, about 50 to 25% at a distance. So I think he should go. I think here is good. So then we have Nate Harlow, Red's dad. All he has is the Scorpion, and his special ability is invisibility, which I think is the lamest ability in the entire game, because even though they're quote-unquote invisible, you could still see them. So yeah, he's gonna be, where's Nate Harlow? Right here. He's gonna be an F. Even though the Scorpion Revolver is the best revolver in the game, but that ability just sucks in my opinion. Alright, and then we have Falling Star, his wife, and Red's mother. She has the Scorpion and the Sacred Bow. She has explosive arrows, and it's 100% if you hit him. Even at a distance, too. I did it at a distance, and it still will kill you instantly if you get hit by it. So, she's definitely S tier. Which is funny. She was in the game for all but 2 or 3 minutes, and she's probably the best multiplayer, one of the best multiplayer characters in the game. Okay. Then we have Twiggy. I think you met him at Twin Rocks as well. He has a 6-shooter and a sawed-off shotgun. He has the explosive whiskey bottle and 20 pound. Okay, so I think I would probably put him the same. Where's he at? Yeah, probably put him in the same tier as whiskey here. So that B. Then we have Shadow Wolf. He has the Widowmaker and the Sacred Bow. His ability again is invincibility, which I don't want to put him in F tier because at least he has multiple weapons. But that ability still sucks, though, in my opinion. So I probably would put him in D. Because at least he has more than one weapon. But yeah, I think the invisibility is one of the lamest abilities in the whole game. Okay, Jack Swift, so he has the showstoppers. He has normal Deadeye, and it's 100% at close range, about 50% at a distance, because he's shooting with more bullets. So I'd probably put him a notch above these guys. So I'd probably put him in maybe like a B. Okay, then we have Fidget, one of the clowns, and one of the henchmen for Pig Josh. He has a 6-shooter and a sawed-off shotgun, and he has trick explosive cards, and they will take about 20% of your health bar, which I think is a pretty cool ability, especially like, you know, if you have lots of cards and people run up to it and then they explode and die. So I probably would give him like a B. I think he's, yeah, probably around there. Okay, then we got Governor Griffin. All he has is the Scorpion, and he has his ability is this weird dive, roll, and shoot, which I tried for a whole match and I couldn't even hit anybody when I was doing that roll. So in my opinion, it's kind of anticlimactic because he's the main villain of the whole game, and I think he's one of the worst characters in multiplayer. So I think he fits right here with Nate in F tier. So, alright, and then we have Rico Poderosa. He has a Pacificador and Halcyon Rifle. He has knockback bullets, which are about 10% of the health bar, which that one ability really isn't that good either. So I would probably put him in like D, maybe just like slightly ahead of Shadow Wolf, because at least he has multiple. I don't know. I guess his ability is a little bit better. Then we have Curly Shaw, who's like the salesman. He has a revolver and a knife, and it's I couldn't figure out what to call it, so I just said special knife throw. It does about 10% of the health bar, which isn't too great. So I would probably put him here, just ahead of Shadow Wolf as well. Okay, and then we have Mr. Black, one of my personal favorites in the game to use. He has a revolver and a knife, and one of his melees is the casket swing. So he has that casket on his back. He can smack you with this casket. And then his special ability is the Gatling gun, which is 100% at close range and at a distance if you hit your target. He is definitely S tier and one of the best characters in multiplayer. Alright, and then we have Standing Snake. So he has the Pacificador and Sacred Bow. He's like one of Bad Bessie's gang, and he's also in the Black Elk tribe there. And then his special ability is a Snake Oil Arrow, which is about 10% of the health bar, which is like, it's not super amazing. So I probably would put him, yeah, probably the same thing, just ahead of Shadow Wolf, probably. Okay, then we have Natalie, who I didn't even know, but was apparently inspired by, I think it was, not Matilda, something, like, it was like, I forgot what the movie, I've never seen the movie, but it's like a little girl character that Natalie Portman plays, I guess, like she was inspired by her, I guess. I'll have to look more into it, but that's what I heard. And anyway, all she has is a Widowmaker, and then she has a Snake Oil Bullet, which is 20% of the health bar, so probably the same tier as, like, Hedgehog. Like maybe like right there for her. I know I only played with her like a little bit. Then we have Red Jr. So he has a revolver and a sawn-off shotgun, and then he has normal Deadeye, 20% of the health bar. So I guess I would put him maybe like around here, maybe. Here, yeah, let's do that. Let's move them a little bit. Let's move him up as well. Boulder. Let's put all the Boulder people here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I like this arrangement. Alright, then we have General Diego. He has a Pacificador and Martillo de Dios. And his special ability is a flare for the cannon. So if it hits you, you're going to have like cannons coming down on you. Or if it hits you nearby. It's one of the best abilities in the game. So I think he's S tier. Even like, you don't even have to hit the person. And sometimes like if you hit their foot, or like the area nearby them, like it'll kill them as well. Then we have Sheriff O'Grady. He has a revolver and a fire bottle. And his special ability is hot coffee that stuns, which I guess depends on the damage you use during the stun. Oh, no, wait, that's not his ability. Oh, no, that's Sheriff O'Grady. I mixed it up. I thought I was thinking Sheriff Bartlett. And, let's see. I would probably put him maybe like B. At the lower end of B, maybe. Then we have Kate O'Grady, who's his daughter. She has a revolver and the Lion shotgun, which is the best shotgun in the game. And hers is the fire shotgun shells, and it's 100% at close range, 50% at a distance. I would say I would have to double check. Hold on, let me double check something. Because if the Lion has more bullets than the Sonoff, I might put her in S as well. Okay, no, it has 2. But it's slightly better than the Sonoff. I think, well, yeah, I think I might put her actually here. Oddly enough, I think I might. Okay, then we have Smitty. He has a 6-shooter Sonoff shotgun, and he has dynamite that explodes on contact, which is 100% at close range. So I probably would put him like at the top here of A. Oddly enough, he's like the most generic character. Yeah, I think I like that. And then we have Bad Bessie. All she has is a Widowmaker, and she has her Bullwhip as a special ability, which is actually 100% at close range if you hit it. Now, if you don't hit your target, you're kind of screwed. But I guess I'd put her in A, maybe like the bottom of A. But you have to like actually be accurate. If you miss with the Bullwhip, then you're kind of screwed. But then we have Red Harlow. All he has is the Widowmaker, and he has the normal Deadeye, which actually is 50 to 75%. So I think it does a little more damage, but which is slightly better than some of these other ones. I guess I'll put him in B. Then we have Annie Stokes, and she has her rifle, Faith, revolver, and it's an explosive shot, which is 50 to 75% at close range. So I would probably put her in A. Maybe, probably, like here. Then we have Mr. Kelly, who I should probably put at the bottom for trying to unlock him. I could not unlock him, so it's not going to be my gameplay to show. He is so freaking hard to unlock. He has a Widowmaker and a knife, and he has the normal Deadeye, which he is basically the same level as Red, so it's like 50 to 75% with increased accuracy, so I'll probably put him in B. It kind of sucks, in my opinion, he's not really worth the trouble of all, trying to... It's such a pain in the ass to try to unlock him. Because you have to get excellent in that boss fight, and you have to keep redueling him over and over again in that boss fight. So then we have Jason Cornett. He has the Inquisitor and the Escopeta, and he has this normal Deadeye. I think his is only like 20%. I don't even think his is the higher version. So I would probably put him like here, maybe. Yeah, and like C. Then we have Sheriff Bartlett, who all he has is the Inquisitor. His ability, I think, is like healing or invincibility, which is okay, but doesn't really do damage. I guess I could probably put him in like B, maybe. Yeah, probably about there. Then we have Bloody Tom. All he has is the Inquisitor. His is faster bullets that reload, which don't really do... I guess it depends on the amount that what weapon... Or no, he only has one weapon, so all he has is faster bullets. Which is better than some of these other ones, but I guess I'll put him like here. Yeah, put him bottom or mid C. Then we have Christina, who's like one of the showgirls. She has the Sonoff shotgun and a revolver, and she has normal Deadeye, about 50 to 75%. So she's about the same level as like Red and Mr. Kelly. So I'll probably put her like there. Maybe slightly ahead of Mr. Well, she has 2 weapons. I actually would put her ahead of Red. So maybe like right there. Then we have Big Oaf. He has a 6-shooter and a knife. He has an explosive throwing knife, which is 100% damage if you hit the target. So I would probably put him up here. Yeah, maybe just behind Annie. Then we have Kid Cougar, aka Macaulay Culkin. It's what I call him. He has the Inquisitor and he has the normal Deadeye, so the same thing, like higher level. So I probably would put him like right there, maybe just behind Mr. Kelly, because I don't think he has the accuracy that Mr. Kelly has. So, and then last person is Chicken, one of Ugly Chris's gang. He has a 6-shooter and dynamite, and he has sticking dynamite that does 100% damage if you hit your target. So I actually would put him maybe like right here. And I think this is it. I think this is pretty much how my list is going to be. So at the S tiers are the very best characters in the game, in my opinion. You have Mannequin, Falling Star, Mr. Black, General Diego, and Kate O'Grady. Then at A tier, you have Smitty, Annie Stokes, Chicken, Big Oaf, Slade, Smiley, Ugly Chris, Gigolo, Dig, Colonel Darren, Buffalo, and then Bad Bessie. At B, you got Halston Howe, Whiskey, Sam, Udu Kang, Twiggy Phillips, Jack Swift, Fidget, Sheriff O'Grady, I almost said Bartlett, Christina, Red Harlow, Mr. Kelly, Kid Cougar, and then Sheriff Bartlett. Then at C, you got Big Josh, Red Jr., Hedgehog, Natalie, Jason Cornett, Gabriel Navarro, Grizzly, Bloody Tom, Sissy, Dan, and Cooper. D tier, you got Professor Perry, Rico Poderosa, Curly, Standing Snake, and Shadow Wolf. And at the worst, you got Nate Harlow and Governor Griffin. So if you play the game, avoid these two like the plague. Avoid all. Well, I guess you can play as these ones, but avoid these two mainly like the plague. But let me know what your favorite character was to use in the Red Dead Revolver multiplayer. I hope you guys enjoy. I got more Red Dead Revolver stuff coming, and I'll see you next time.